So I just want to make sure I have this clear. Okay, I just want to make sure I got this right. Donald Trump, President Donald Trump, is exposing where our taxpayer dollars is going by utilizing and putting to work Elon Musk Doge, Department of Government Efficiency. They obviously knew or had some really good indication that there was some type of fraud, some type of malfeasance that was happening with U.S. aid. They obviously had this thing targeted. But I love the fact that they're going to go through all of the government agencies, all the departments of government to see, hey, what is going on with our American taxpayers' dollars? The consensus of the people that I've talked to, and even the people that I'm seeing comment in social media, is there's got to be some type of crime or fraud that's attached to it, because the stuff that they're spending our money on makes no sense. We as American citizens and taxpayers would not want our money going to this. So why are Democrats like Maxine Waters and Chuck Schumer sitting up here pretending like American citizens are outraged that Doge, that Elon Musk, at the behest of Donald Trump, is implementing the Doge team to find reckless spending, fraud? Why is the Democrats trying to convince you, me, American citizens, that we are upset that they are exposing this? We're not upset. You guys are lying again. Democrats are lying again. Let's just make that perfectly clear. We want transparency. We want to see where our money is going.
Some of the things USAID is spending money on with your taxpayer dollars. Perhaps we get a few more turns on the scroll there. 1 million gender diverse support in Bangladesh, 1.8 million for Honduran LGBT group. Some of the bigger ticket items, 15 million for condoms to the Taliban, 19 millions assisting migrants in Colombia. The list goes on and on. As you can see here, 3.3 million for a Caribbean LGBT group, 29 million for young and female working Egyptians, and 14.9 million for supporting LGBTQ youth in Cambodia, and 49 million for improving reading scores in Zambia.
Okay. Let's go over this, man. I know the gentleman just read this off, but I need to look at some of this stuff, man. Let's take a look. Let's see, where are we at? Okay. Okay, so we have $1 million that goes to gender diverse support in Bangladesh. 7.4 million Syrian democratic political processes. Okay. 1.9 million Guatemalan transgender support. 1.8 million Honduran LGBT group, and 15 million for condoms to the Taliban. We paying the Taliban. We buying $15 million in condoms for the Taliban so they can get their freak on, man. The Taliban. Dude, does this seem crazy to you? I mean, I wouldn't, if we had our choice, we wouldn't put none of our money to this trash. This trash. Let's look further, man. We got here. You got 1.5 million Serbian LGBTQ group, 70,000 to a musical in Ireland, 19 million for assisting migrants in Colombia. So vague. It's so vague. Let's see. 6 million in Egyptian tourism. That's crazy. What? 32,000 transgender comic book in Peru. 32,000 for a comic book in Peru. 2.5 million EVs for Vietnam. 3.3 million in Caribbean LGBT group. Well, let me ask you something. Why wouldn't you apply this money to American citizens that are, I don't know, maybe want to buy homes for the first time or start businesses? Why not make it easier for people to start businesses, man? You know, grants or loans from the government, man. I mean, we wasting money. This is crazy. Let's take a look. $55 million to strengthen Libyan financial management. What? 55 million. Almost 32 million in USAID employee counseling. 29 million for young and female working Egyptians. 6.5 million for legal aid activity in Bangladesh. Okay. $20 million evaluating USAID activities in Haiti. Almost $15 million in supporting LGBTQ youth in Cambodia. $4.5 million to fight disinformation in Kazakhstan. What the hell is this? $49 million in improving reading scores in Zambia schools. What? Come on, man. If this does not look, where there's smoke, there's fire. If this does not look like there's some type of malfeasance going on, I don't know what does, man. This looks so nefarious. We've been defrauded, man. We've been lied to. We are the ones that support the world. Man, we should be proud of ourselves as Americans because we support the world, man. We do. Our money supports the world. We work hard, get taxed. Some of us is just struggling to make ends meet, right? You have a lot of people out there struggling to make ends meet, and this is where your tax dollars is going. Give us our money back, dude. We want a refund on all this shit.
So you would think it might work to their benefit to point out some of the programs that are dubious, to point out other ones that are necessary. But instead, they want to condemn people for bringing it up. When, as Mark Thiessen writes today with Perspective, he said Warren Christopher, Secretary of State under Bill Clinton, was the first to say, these guys are out of control. Let's fold them into the State Department. Al Gore was going to do it, but he got massive pushback from USAID, and they said, okay, we'll fold. Senator Joni Ernst said, what are you guys spending your money on? You're looking as though you're not even going for American causes. You're going for anti-American causes. They threatened her. They told her to back off. And as Peggy Noonan writes, she says, of all the agencies being batted around, this one will remember the first one will recall the period in history of the U.S. agencies for international development. Some of whose line items were spending was devoted to cultural imperialism. You have seen the list. USAID produced DEI musical in Ireland and everything we just saw. She says, when you look at what they are pushing in the world, you think they're not fighting anti-American feelings. They are causing anti-American feelings. Well,
to me, that's crazy. We are financing programs that are utilized to hate Americans, dude. So we have anti-American programs that we finance as Americans. Does this sound crazy as hell to you? This is just the tip of the iceberg. You know it's going to get worse. We're going to find some stuff out about what's going on with our money and our government that's going to make us sick. Because for the last 4 to 5 years, what I found out about what's happening in the stock market has made me sick. It is not what they told us it would be. The stock market I'm talking about. There's so much crime in Wall Street, and that is interlinked to the government as well. You have elected officials, people that are politicians that front run stocks, right, and make millions of dollars off of it, off of insider information, because these are the people that controls legislation. You're talking about, these are the people that are the lawmakers, man. These are the people that corporations, the corporations is taking care of them, man. You know, they all in the corporations' pockets, man. This is insane.
I'm stunned that they have allowed the Republicans now to be the party of the people. And when I say the people, I mean the American people. Mm-hmm. If there was an argument to be made of some program internationally that you want to fight for, you could just go to the president of the White House and say, can we at least just keep this program? But that's not the argument that they're making. They want to keep all of the programs from the U.S., even though it's fraud, waste, and abuse going on, in place. And I just don't think this is of course they're not going to win against the Republicans, but they're not going to win with the American people. They're not going to have all these Americans calling and protesting to keep programs for foreign governments.
Yeah, you're going to have progressive people that want to keep all of those programs, that whole scroll of list. But the common sense, middle of the road, Democrat or Republican is going to say, and all the Republican Party is going to say, stop wasting our money. We're in debt. We're giving money to these programs that we don't agree with to other countries. They don't need these programs. Some of them, yes, maybe. And there's an argument for that. If it's feeding children or if it's preventing HIV from a child from getting HIV and they're allowing to send that drug over or the malaria drug, I get it. But these programs, I mean, it's so much waste. And the Democrats, what are they scared of? Are they scared to save money? Are they scared that we'll pull back the curtain and actually see how progressive these Democrats really are? They don't want this done, and it just baffles most Americans.
So here's Joe Rogan saying, hey, guys.
Maybe before we get to Joe Rogan, they don't want us to discover the crime. They don't want a light shined on the damn criminal activity that they've been doing. This is the only thing that makes sense to pretty much everybody I've talked to, man. Like, the Democrats are so angry and so upset, and they want to stop everything that Elon Musk and Doge is doing and Donald Trump is doing. Why? Got to be nefarious. Somehow you must benefit from the fraud. We get defrauded. You guys benefit from it. So you want these programs to stay in place. You don't want it to be investigated. You don't want a light shine on it, even though you knew that Donald Trump was going to do this. This is what he campaigned on, and the people voted for him. So you guys don't represent the people. You represent your own selfish interests. All you want to do is enrich yourself, and you want to see us pay for it. It's very disappointing, man. As a person who's an American citizen and that loves this country, it is disappointing to see elected officials, people that are politicians that are elected by the people, be robbed by these politicians. The very politicians we put in office are the ones robbing us, man. Crazy.
This is what America voted for.
What's fascinating right now is we're getting a chance to see what happens when you take a business approach to the government. The same people that say we need radical change.
Right.
We need radical change. We've got corruption. We need radical change. Okay, well, here's your radical change. We don't need this, but you do.
Yeah.
The government does. They need oversight, and they haven't had that. And because of that, you're seeing this. Not just waste. You could call it waste, but it's deeper. It's deeper than waste. It's corruption. And you're seeing that corruption get weeded out.
Some of the people working for Elon Musk Group, Doge, are in their 20s. So what is wrong with 20-year-olds? Have you talked to them in terms of being the Silicon Valley is populated by mostly 20-year-olds?
It's interesting. That's another tactic, BS narrative they're trying to push. Oh, these are 20-year-olds looking at our stuff. Look, 20-year-olds can go fight and lose their lives for this country. No problem there, right? They can fight for this country and lose their lives. But these are not just some typical C-, D+ students here, man. These are people that are whiz kids, man. These are people who are geniuses. Okay, you have a genius in Elon Musk who is having other geniuses do this work for him, and look at what they're uncovering. Now we got 20-year-olds looking at our stuff. Oh, Elon Musk has access to all of your personal information. Oh, this right here, this is a crisis. Y'all look guilty as F. Uck.